Hi, I'm Angela, and this is me making sense of myself. And I'm answering the question, when was a time I was in my absolute worst pain and how did I survive? I'm going to go with my most recent absolute worst pain, which is like wanting to faint and vomit and all of that. And I think I survived it by just showing up to life the best I could. And one of the things I did was I was hanging out with Brian Fretwell over at Finding Good, and I just said, look, I'm absolutely nauseous. I don't know. I just know that I feel good when I come to these events online, and I wanted to be there. So what I did was I showed up, and then I heard him when he said, you've got to reach out and find out how others have gotten through that really, really rough time. And so I said, okay, fine. And I'm absolutely miserable in that moment. And I say, fine, can I ask you some questions? And he said, yeah. And then he starts telling me about a running injury, and I'm like really confused. And it turns out that exactly what he did to survive it was exactly what I needed to hear. It's like sometimes, like I just needed that cheering on to know, like, and by asking him, he didn't, like, he knew a little bit about, obviously he knew what was happening because I had shared that. But in our conversation, when I started asking him questions about it, he didn't, he didn't answer them like they were going to help me. He just answered them honestly, because I was so confused. And then I started seeing, myself in the story, and that actually helped me remember that I can make it through. It was almost better that I heard his story than me just thinking I can do it. I have to do it alone, because no one can really help me with my pain. It feels like it's such an alone internal battle, and it also feels like not everybody understands or comprehends what that pain means. So I would love to know, when was a time you were in your worst pain and how did you survive it?